Okay, back again. Just wanted to say hi and introduce the people on this channel, who we are. My name's Bonnie, my husband's name is Butch. Hopefully we'll get him in some videos. And we've been off the channel for a while because my husband was diagnosed with melanoma, late stage 3, early stage 4, a couple years ago. It's probably been a couple years ago now. And he's doing okay. He's lost some weight. And hopefully he'll gain it back, but he's doing better. And just that we moved to Montana from Florida. I lived in Florida for 38 years. My husband lived there longer, since he was a kid. And my husband retired when he was 62, and he really didn't make enough money to live and continue to live the way we lived when he was working, so he continued to work until he was 75, and that's when we decided to move here, because at 75 I thought it was time for him to really retire. So we moved to Montana to retire, which he kind of sort of has. I mean, he's not like working outside the house anymore, but we do a lot of work around here. We split wood, we cut down trees, we chop up trees, we're building a house right now. We built one previously that we were living in that you'll see some videos on. It's called the Tiny Cabin. It was 14 by 14. We determined that that was a bit small. Plus, it's not necessarily just too small, but it was on like the side of the property it's on. After actually living there, we found that we don't get enough solar there in the winter time. The panels just are in the shade all the time. So we are building on the other side of the property, and that's on the south side of the property. There's not a lot of trees right now, but that's because they all burned in a fire about 5 years ago, and there is the possibility they can grow back. That does worry me a little. We'll try to maintain as much as we can of keeping them down, but the hill could be difficult. There will be videos after this one about the new house, and from the foundation on up to where we are at the moment. And I'll be following this video. I still want to do an introduction video. There's know who we are, where we come from. I'm Bonnie. My husband's name is Butch. You'll see him in some other videos on this channel. He did like the Dirty Hand Splitter video. He was in that one. He's done a few videos on here. He's not keen. I'm not keen to be in front of the camera, but here I am because no one else wants to be in front of it. So, and I just thought maybe some of the information that we have here might be of interest or useful to people. We were building a house. We're elderly. I'm 60. I just turned 60 in January 9th, and my husband is 80, and he'll be 81 in March. And we retired up here because we actually owned our home in Florida outright. It was paid for, fully paid for. It's just that the cost of living there, taxes, made it hard for my husband to fully retire. So he retired at 62, but he continued to work until he was 75 when we sold our house in Florida and moved to Montana. So here we live in the mountains of Montana at 4,800 feet. That's where the current residence is that we built. That's the tiny cabin that we built. And we're building another house that's bigger than this house. And that house is at 4,800 feet. The current where we're building now, I don't know the elevation, we'll figure that out, but we do have some higher elevation on the property. The top of the hill, what we call it, the top of the hill. I don't know the elevation of that, somewhere between 48 and 5. 48,000, maybe 49. So we don't really get up there in the winter time. But we do go up there in the summertime. And I don't know what else to tell you. I mean, I lived in Florida for 38 years. He lived there for way longer. I don't remember exactly when he moved there. I'll have to ask him. I think he said in the 50s, like 59. I don't know, though. Okay, well, this is just a test video.